see you. How are you?
you.
I'm still laughing at the way that I said that.
Hi, everybody.
Okay.
And really, we don't live that far apart, so technically you can come over anytime you want.
Okay, what she doesn't know is I take everybody up on that offer, so
I would
be
love
ready.
it.
I'm coming right over. Let's get started here with these petunias.
Yes.
So these petunias that we have right here, I love because to me, when I look at it, it reminds me of Westchester University, which is where I graduated from, purple and gold. So I love the color that we see with these here. We're getting 4 of these, and you're also getting the sample food, which, by the way, will make a big giant gallon. It's not like we gave you a little. We gave you sample food that we have in a jug this side of my head.
Yeah.
So that is coming included with this. It's $21.98 for 4 of these. You're looking at $5.49 each. That is it. Your easy pay, $7.33, and it's shipping to your door for free right now, immediately. You don't have to wait. On top of that, if you do want to lock in this price, which is a price that we locked down earlier in the year, I would suggest doing so. Auto delivery is available as well. So you'll get one shipment this season and then another one next season as well. Let's talk about petunias and why we love them so much.
So first of all, thanks everybody for having such a fun season with me again this year. We've had a blast. The reason I'm saying that is because plants are just about to disappear from the building.
Yep.
They're about to exit the building and .com. So if you see plants like these, we've got lots of plants in this show, probably the last time you're going to see most of them on air this year. Everything's on sale, everything's going to ship out right away, and then poof, they're gone till next year. So get the auto delivery on these petunias because you'll be guaranteed to get them next year, even if we don't technically bring them back.
Yeah, and at a price of $21.98, that's unbelievable.
So these are called SuperCal, and my husband said we should add a fragilistic collection next year, but the reason they're called SuperCal is because Calibrachoa is another flower that is crossed with this petunia.
Okay.
Calibrachoa, you've probably seen at your local nursery if you do gardening because it looks like a miniature petunia. And we like that flower because it's a lot more sturdy than typical petunias. When it rains, the blooms stay open, they don't get crushed or stuck on each other like a lot of petunia varieties do. So this petunia, the SuperCal, is much more hardy, sturdy, drought resistant, pest resistant, all of those things than most petunias. So it's like petunia with the Superman cape.
How many petunias are in this planter?
That's one plant.
This is one plant?
Yes, so they get
we
to
get 4.
It's an annual. And you know, that means only one
year.
Season.
That's it. You just have one season.
So they get you their full size this season. So you're getting 2 of each color. So what you're looking at right here is the Lavender Star. And then the Rose Star, as you saw in the pictures, is like a bright fuchsia with an even darker fuchsia center. So they look beautiful together. The flowers right here are the vincas that are coming up later, and they're also beautiful annuals that look great with these petunias.
Yeah, they match really well together.
Yeah.
These petunias, though, as I'm looking at them and I'm getting close in, you can really see that star pattern. So, like, let's take a look at this one right here.
They're very intense colors, and you know, petunias come in lots of different varieties, and they're all pretty. But I love the star pattern in this one, and you will love the fact that when these get rained on, they are still upright and open afterward. And also, most petunias, and Justin, we were talking about this the other day, there's a lot of flowers that are frizzled and sizzled by like the 3rd week of July.
Right, yeah.
And then you go out to the garden shop and you try to replace them, and there's really not much there anymore at that point in the summer. So you're kind of left with a droopy looking garden. These petunias are going to stay looking fabulous even in the hottest part of summer because they're very heat resistant. They come from Sakata, which is the grower that brings us the famous sun patiens that everybody likes here at QVC. So these are very special petunias. That's why they're called SuperCal, because you also get the aspects of Calibrachoa with these. And no deadheading. No sticking to each other, no sticking to the leaves, no drooping. They're also not leggy. A lot of petunias will end up having long stems with 1 or 2 flowers on the end. You're going to get like tons of blooms in all different stages. You're going to get a carpet of color, and these have a beautiful mounding effect. Also, petunias are very versatile. You can put them in a pot, you can put them in the ground, you can put them in a window box, you can put them in a hanging basket. And here's what you're getting. So this is half of what you're getting.
Yep.
So there's going to be, and you'll clearly see which variety it is when you open the package. These are the beautiful Rose Star. You can see this one has the, versus this one. I'll put it next to it so you can see the 2 varieties that you're getting look fabulous together. You get the Lavender Star with the white center and the Rose Star with the fuchsia center.
Well, over 2,000 of these have been picked up since we made it available, and we keep saying last chance plants. Like, this is your last opportunity to be able to pick up on
really
these
true.
and get them sent to you at home. You get 4 of them all together, which means it's just $5.49 each. Shipping on and handling on us. That's
and you
already
get fertilizer. So this packet makes that gallon jug, and the reason we're sending it to you, and it's a special Petunia food. You can get the full-size bag of this on QVC.com. Now, what you're seeing in the picture right there is that Bounty? I can't tell with my...
Right there, that's going to be
the time release?
The 2-pound time release.
Okay, so Bounty will work on these petunias, but the best thing for petunias is this special petunia food. Petunias are very heavy feeders, just like azaleas. They need lots of fertilizing. You should fertilize your petunias once a week.
Oh, really?
So if you want something that's filled with flowers like this, if you've had petunias in the past that look really leggy, not many flowers, lots of long, skinny stems, and especially by the middle of summer, they're pretty much dead, that you haven't fertilized them enough.
I want to point out, too, as I'm looking at this, I see ones that are in bloom, and then what do we see right behind them? Additional buds.
And the ones that are done, they fall off all on their own. So you don't have to go around and deadhead these.
There's really no maintenance to this
so there's really... Yeah, put it in, they like sun, make sure they get enough water, especially in a hanging basket, because hanging baskets the soil tends to get dried out on a hot day really quickly. So make sure they get enough water, they get a lot of sunshine, and fertilize once a week. And you will have the best petunias on the block.
Well, this is actually tied for the most affordable item on the show. So $21.98. We love that because that's including shipping and handling. It's including 4 of these petunia plants, and you get 2 different colors. So 2 plants of each colors. As I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, okay, down where my hot tub is, having them in a little planter at the base of that, because it does get so big and so full, it would bring this big, bright vibrancy to that area. I'm also thinking on top of my deck or in the back patio, using a hanging basket at my front door so that when people walk in,
they're so versatile.
This is what they get.
They go everywhere. And these are going to get big. I mean, in this season, they'll get up to 32 inches wide each plant.
That's huge.
And also 12 to 18 inches high. So again, they're better than most petunias. You can't find this variety locally. These are from Cicada that send you the sun patients, so they're a really great variety. Very sturdy. They're called SuperCal, and you will love them. You're
going to absolutely love not just getting these at home and the beauty, you're going to love the price, $21.98. In fact, you're going to love it so much, why not lock it into auto delivery and have a shipment sent not just this year, but next year as well? That is an option that is available for you.
And you can always cancel it, but if you don't get it and we don't bring these back, then you don't get them.
Yeah, or if they ended up coming back at a higher price next year too.
Yeah, that's true.
You might as well lock it in now when it's $21.98. That's amazing. Coming up in a little bit, this is new. Now you saw it on the table with the